Hey everyone. Alrighty, so I am back to wrap up at least some of these flower UV resin earrings. So I think these ones are definitely ready to go to the next level. These of course are not. They are going to need more work, so I'm going to just sneak those into other videos and tutorials potentially, or I just may finish them up and then show you all the finished product. I got a lot of cleanup after my little hiccup with them. Again, any mistake you make can be fixed. You just gotta be creative. So we're gonna have to use a little elbow grease and time clean them up, which is fun. So with these ones, I charged my can't find it, my Dremel. So at least we've got power this time, which is a plus. So I'm going to switch out to my drill bit. And with these ones, I'm going to need the bigger one. These I think are okay. They didn't get their, because they're on these pieces, they didn't get their holes messed with, so that's fantastic. So I always put it on lowest speed. Hit this button up here which stops it, and that will allow you to untwist this black little guy and pull that out while still holding it. So it's a little, you could let it go, it just bends this part of it, not a big deal, but I just keep my hand on it while I manage to pull. Maybe this part, it just didn't want to disconnect, so I'll throw those in there. I need, I believe this one. Nope, that one's too small. Okay, so this little doodad goes in first. I don't know what the technical name is for it, but it will, when we tighten the black thing, that will tighten up around whatever tool or bit that we're using. So right now the black is loose, so I'm able to slide that in. Now tighten this up all the way. And basically, you're not going to force it super hard, but all the way tight. Now you can... Well, that didn't quite go as planned, everyone. So let me turn this off for a second, because I swear it wouldn't fit in this one. But maybe I have to force it into that one. Yeah. Well, you know, nothing like a little snafu with the equipment here. Let's see if I can find my other pieces. I know that I've used this bit, so... Well, that's going to be way too big. That's not going to close tight enough. Let's see if this is in between. Oh yeah, this one's going to be better. Okay. Let's try this again. Turn it back on. Black button. Loosen our black. All the way. Pull this connection out. Slide this one in. Start putting the black on, but you're not going to go all the way, because if you do, you will tighten that device. So now that we have our bit in, now we can go all the way. And now, yeah, I can't just pull the bit out. So now we're good. So we're going to drill holes into these two. So I'm going to set this out of our way. And we bought this piece of furniture off of Costco, actually, and it had these to protect it, and came in the box. And I told my husband, I was like, ooh, I know what I want those for. So I salvaged a few of them. They're just this rectangle cardboard, but I salvaged them so that I can use it for this exactly right here. So we'll turn our tool on, and we're just gonna find a spot. I don't know if it's the exact spot that would have had the hole, but it's close. Probably gonna have to go up a speed. Go on the one side, and then come back to the other. And that's it. That's easy peasy. Now, I'm going to clean my drill bit here, so that it's, you want to be a little bit careful. Drill bits can be sharp, so you don't want to just like slide your finger all the way up it. But at least we can get it. May not be the most perfectly like shaped on there, but that's okay. It's art, right? Art. Art, they say. I'm going to go ahead and go to second speed on this one. There we go. And I do that back and forth just so that we make sure that that hole's nice and cleared. And sweet. Voila. We now have holes in those ones. So, move this out of my way. I have to dump that in the trash. Okay. So, here we are with our ones. We're going to put these together into earrings and make that happen. So, I brought over my earring caddy that I keep. I actually got these jump rings from a neighbor who was getting rid of them. And I was like, ooh, me. I want those. I was like, I would love those. I'll use them. So I got them for free. I'm not sure where she got them, but like they're a double kind of jump ring, which I've never worked with. Almost like a keychain type. But I think they're going to be perfect for these ones just because they're going to have more, they're bigger around. I think all my other jump rings are way too small. And I was looking actually. I don't see mine. I have moved things though. Like I don't see my actual jump rings here. Interesting. I have these. Oh, maybe I have some down here. Yeah. So here's like the normal size of jump ring. Just to put an example. That's kind of the normal. Like these will work on these ones easily. But there's no way they're going to work on these. So, and I think I'm going to just do all silver. And just make it easy. You could do different colors if you wanted, but, you know, I'm going to have to find my other container of jump rings. I swear sometimes I'm so organized, I'm disorganized. It just drives me a little bonkers, but that's fine. Whatevers. Alright, let's see if we can't figure out how to work with this to get it started. Ooh, yeah. Because I'm afraid if I use my fingernail, I'm just going to destroy my fingernails. Alright, that is not going to be what we need. So here we are, getting a tad creative with these. Basically, what I want to do is be able to get enough space in there so that I can start. So basically, I don't know if you can kind of tell, but like I've threaded these dull or rounded edge tweezers into there. And I went rounded edge tweezers because in knowing me and my creative skills, I would end up stabbing myself if I didn't do that. And I just realized, while that was a perfect thing to do, I really need the other one in there. leverage this correctly. Okay. Alrighty. We're going to see if we can get this to work. If not, we're going to have to make ourselves a custom jump ring, and I just feel like they're not as sturdy. Oh! But you know what, y'all? I caught it. Okay. What could we do? See, you guys got to see me firsthand struggling with these. So, you know that I'm not editing the video in a way. Alright. I should have maybe started with the other jump rings that I knew that I can get put on there. That's okay. These aren't really a jump ring, is what I would say. I need like another hand. I need more fingers. I need more hands. It's a process. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get it, y'all. We're gonna get it. Maybe. I had hope for a sec. Okay. Problem is, I need it in a way that I can pull it in. Oh. Once I get started, I think I'll be good. It's yeah, I think I have it started, but I'm afraid to say that because I'm afraid I'm gonna jinx myself. Well, we're starting now. Y'all. We got her. We got it. Now, it kind of starts this one out a little, but the way it is, I think it's just fine because it's got that double ring. So it's got a double ring, so I'm not worried about it coming undone. It would have to go through a ton to come undone, but we got it. Okay, now, question is, can we do it for round 2? By the way, this is like a little stir stick from Counterculture DIY. I picked up in one of my orders. It's like a few bucks. Super cute. I love the metallic-y purple and blue, teal, green kind of colors together. So, actually, we had to do the process. I had to get these in here first. And I did use my nail just to get it big enough that I could slide that in. Then we can replace the tweezers with my tool. And then we can use, bring it up here a little bit, the pliers and the earring to leverage this to where we need it to be. Lost my opening. Sometimes with this kind of stuff, I feel like my fingers and hands are very bulky, which I know they're not really, but golly, they feel so in my own way. Yet I need them, just feels like I'm in my own way. I had to be closer to that opening. Man, this one is not working. Oh, I think I see. I think I see what is happening. Okay. I really don't want to go all the way off yet. I need it to keep that side away. Okay. So I'm hoping this will come through on the camera. But basically, because it's a double ring, I had this going through on in between over here, and that wasn't doing me any good because then the ring's getting in the way of itself. So now I have it to where this is on the outside. So I think I think I can. Oh, gracious. Okay. Yes. We got this. I'm like, I just need one more. I need this one to work. And then I'm going to have to come up with, if I do these, again, I'll have to come up with a better solution because this is not the best. Golly, maybe. She's a little thinner. Not really. I'm just looking at my different pliers just to see if I can get like the thinnest one, which these ones being as long as they are seem to be the best. But I can't get a good grip on that wire. So okay, I think I got a good grip. Let's hope. I do want it out. Oh. I just want that to come out a little more. Yeah, these I'm not going to get enough leverage, I don't think. Almost lost it off my tool. We don't go backwards. We must go forward. Yeah, I have to have tweezers, or not tweezers, but I have to have pliers to. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? I think I figured it out. Let's see. Wide enough to now slide the tweezers in. Let's see if I can just bend this just a smidge to where I could get it in there and start it. That's the trick. That was the trick, y'all. Alright. See, probably should have played with those a little before I did a video on it, but that's okay. And there we go. It's, like I said, it's a little bent, but the thing is it's not going to come undone because it's a double wired one. And we'll just kind of squeeze it together. Put those ends into the hole, ideally. You could also put a little UV resin in the hole to just tighten that up. But I think that one's not going anywhere. I got it fully tightened. Just by squeezing it with my fingers, actually, which is ironic. gotta be careful to not pinch yourself in your pliers, because that is not a very enjoyable moment, by the way. By the by, if you're working with pliers, do not pinch yourself with them. It's not very pleasant. Okay, there we go. I started to squeeze the top of that resin, so I don't want to do much more with it. I'm afraid I'll just end up damaging more. Okay, sweet. So those will then need another jump ring to attach our earrings. So let's get 2 more of these out. For these, because again, this is where my fingers feel very bulky, the jump ring opener is a game changer. I wish I had learned about that at a much younger age. It would have helped me tremendously. But I guess you gotta have a few blood, sweat, and tears to craft. Sometimes these earrings come without their little spring. I just throw them. I have a bin of them. So I throw all the ones that aren't together. I'm just gonna stick it in my bin. But maybe at some point I'll just use them to make a pair of earrings. Alright. I should probably just throw them away, honestly. But this crafty girl doesn't throw things away, if you haven't noticed. Alrighty, so I just jammed it under my fingernail. That was fun. We are going to pick the jump ring up. I have my jump ring opener. We just stick it in there and it helps slide that open. I want to look at these to try to determine front, back. These are the front. So when I do this, I want to make sure that I put the earring on the right way to have it be front to back. That jump ring may not be open enough. That's pretty open. No, I probably lost. That's back. That's front. Yep. Okay, so you always gotta think a little bit with these. This is in. Oh, we're gonna need another one for these to sit. No. We're good. I should have known. I should have known tonight. So good. Alright. Here we go again. For the umpteenth time. Here's my front. Here's my back. I need the tweezers in here. It's just, they're not tweezers. The pliers. See, I can't even tell you all the right tools. Okay, so now that we have our earring piece in there, the earring itself, now we're going to put our jump ring back in our jump ring tool and not do what I just did, which is let it all drop. I don't know if I like these pliers. They're, I don't know. Let's try these ones. I like a flat nose plier for this part for sure. I used to love my round pliers, but oh my goodness, the struggle is even harder with those. So why I struggled with them for so long, I don't know. So I'm just having a hard time getting a good grip and getting enough room to get the jump ring in so that I can close it. So I got it close to close. There is a little gap, so The trick here is when you have a little bit of a gap is to go in and just tighten up that gap. And if you're going to go, you can squeeze it to where they align a little bit better, and then you can try to squeeze them together. When you're squeezing them together, you can use too much force and make your jump ring lose all shape. So you just don't want to put too much force. Hallelujah. Look at that, y'all. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, I hope it's coming through on that screen as just stunning, because in real life, it is beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna look at this one and see. I think this is the front. Yeah, pretty certain this was intended to be the front. There was a couple flowers I think that I put in kind of funky. Okay, so you want your opening at the top. You want your pliers to be as close to that opening as possible when you put it into the jump ring and open it up. Those are my tips there. And then it's just a matter of threading everything, because this is our front facing me. I want my earring piece to go to the back, that part that goes in the ear. So this is how I put it on to ensure it goes the right way. I have put them on backwards before and take them apart and put them back together. You do what you have to do to get it right. It takes a little thinking. If you don't care which is front or back, then I wouldn't worry about it. But I do make a lot of earrings that are specifically a certain way, so I got it closed, but not well closed. We have a gap. I'm just trying to get my fat fingers in here. I know they're really not fat, y'all. I'm just saying. When I do these really tiny jump rings and pieces, they just feel so bulky. Yay! So there's another one. Ah. So now we have both of those done. Oh, they are so pretty. Alright, let's do these ones. These ones. And I came back to these pliers. Don't ask. Sometimes the struggle bus is a real. Okay, so this side is not as domed, and that's okay. But it really would be the way the flower should look in the front. So I'm putting that towards me again, just because that's helping me think about how the earring goes on. These ones, with this, actually, these ones wouldn't need a jump ring per se. So, if you don't know, your earrings have a little, almost like a jump ring in it. So, we could, in theory, put this directly on the earring. Whenever you do that, you want to make sure that you close the earring, quote-unquote, jump ring. And then, that way, these will lay the way we want them to. So pretty. These little flowers are gorgeous. I know these took like way longer than I had anticipated, but that's okay. Alright, so once again, and you just pull the spring back a little bit and you'll be able to see which side is the opening side. And be able to move that forward. I could use the jump ring holder if I needed to, but I'm getting enough leverage this way. So I'm good. And I looked at it and thought about how I wanted that earring to lay, so I got it the right way. Oh, this the trick is when you're closing it, you do not want your little bead and spring to fall back into place. So you do have to almost hold it upside down to get that jump ring part to go back where it needs to. And then look at this. These are something else too. I like these. They're really pretty as well. They kind of give me, these give me very springy vibe. These give me more summery vibe. These give me like Eastery vibe. Okay, so let's think about this. The same thing is going to go for these, because I want the earrings to come to the front. I want that front to be showing. So when you think about it, this is in the person's ear lobe. You want that to be outward facing. So really don't need the jump rings for them. So again, turn our earring piece upside down. Find where we need to open it up. Think about this for just a moment. That one is less obvious. This is front. Oh man, that front is foggy. I may have to put another, although this looks very front. Yeah, okay, that is front, good. I was like, if that's the front, I'm going to have to do another dome on it because it was looking really foggy. But since it's the back, I'm not really concerned about that. So cute. And then if you wanted, you could do little earring, like beads off of these things if you wanted to. I'm not going to touch them. I'm just going to leave them, at least for this set. Oh, can't use one that's already attached. Alright, upside down we go. Open this little guy up. Think about it before we put it on. It's easier to fix while it's still open. And voila. Alright, let me throw these jump rings back in here. If you watched my previous video, I got a bunch of jump rings at the Dollar Tree, and they're a little bit bigger than these ones. But do you think I can find one right now? Nope. So, alrighty. These are definitely a gorgeous. Make sure I did those right. Yep. Okay. I'm going to bring them closer to y'all. I just wanted to make sure I had the right sides up so that y'all could see them. And look at how pretty. I'm going to go really close through each one so that you can see. Look at that. You can see some of the bubbles maybe, but that's okay. That was part of, you know, our creative process with them. I'm sorry I'm bumping the camera as I bring these closer because it is hard when you have the camera in that grip. So there we go. Look at that, y'all. 3 pairs of earrings. Beautifully made. Stay tuned. We're going to have some more fun, probably with UV resin for at least, I'm thinking one more round of UV resin before, hopefully if the weather stays the way it is, I can start doing some of the coasters so that you guys can see that. And I think I know what I want to do for the tumbler for myself, so I'm working on that design in my head. I need to get a few things for that though, and so once I do all that, I will definitely, that will be a tutorial I will do that one with. So again, I need it to be a little bit warmer weather, just so that the room temperature is a little bit better. I'm in a space over the garage too, so if that helps you guys understand, like this room doesn't stay regulated based on what temp we have it in the house. It's gonna reflect more of what's outside. So when it's cooler outside, this room's a lot cooler. When it's warmer, it's warmer. So I want it to be warm so that we can really have some fun and not have fails. So anywho, hope you guys are enjoying. This week's a little bit shorter. I will do it as a fast track as well for those who don't have the time to sit there and watch the entirety of it. Hope everybody's doing great. We'll see you soon.